would like to present you my research. My research is devoted to the correlation of state sovereignty and international legal capacity of interstate formations on the example of the Commonwealth of Nations. On this slide, you can see the relevance of my research, and the chosen topic is actualized by the fact that Commonwealth of Nations as an interstate formation territory occupies a quarter of the globe, cover 1/3 of the world's population, and its member states are representatives of all legal families. Moreover, Ukraine, like most Commonwealth countries, is a young nation state for which, on the one hand, it is a priority to preserve the state's sovereignty, especially in the context of the annexion of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea and the full-scale invasion of the Russian Federation, and on the other hand, to establish a high-quality international cooperation. The choice of topic was finally influenced by the fact that Ukraine fully shares universal values and principles proclaimed in the Charter of the Commonwealth of Nations, among which democracy, human rights, the rule of law, and so on. So I believe that the relevance of my research is obvious. The legal nature of the Commonwealth of Nations was clarified at various stages of its development. Besides, the study identified the form of its association. Both international and legal theoretical and legal approaches were used for it. In accordance with the first one, a specified interstate formation is an international organization. However, according to the second one, it is an interstate association in the form of a commonwealth. The work defines the essence of the categories state sovereignty and international legal capacity. We will consider state sovereignty as the condition of full power of the state of its territory and its independence among other states. An international legal capacity is the ability of an international organization to have international rights and to comply with international obligations. The study found out the competence of superpower bodies of the Commonwealth of Nations and the legal force of their acts. It has been proven that the superpower bodies of the Commonwealth of Nations have a coordinative nature, and moreover, they are not provided with any mechanism to influence on participating countries. And moreover, it has been proven that the acts of the Commonwealth of Nations have an advisory nature and more often a declarative form. The work established the legal and factual content of the correlation of state sovereignty and international legal capacity of the Commonwealth of Nations. Due to the usage of 4 criteria, it was found that de jure, the international legal capacity of the Commonwealth of Nations does not limit the sovereignty of the participating countries. However, de facto, we can see the presence of the elements of the Anglocentrism in the activities of the Commonwealth of Nations, and the actual, though not significant, restriction of the sovereignty of the participating countries. Especially, this trend was clearly noticeable at the beginning of the development of the association, when virtually all participating countries were dependent on the stolen zone, trade preferences, investments, provision of various kinds of assistance. However, after creation of a system of superpower bodies of the Commonwealth of Nations and changes in economic course of the United Kingdom in favor of the European continent, the influence of Great Britain began to diminish. Also, it will be wrong to believe that it has completely disappeared, because sometimes the former metropolis carries out attempts to interfere in the internal policy of the members of the association. And so, in conclusion, I would like to say that in the scientific work, a complex research of the correlation of state sovereignty and international legal capacity of the interstate formations on the example of the Commonwealth of Nations was done. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. I am ready to answer your questions.